I'm Jason with Born Handy, and today I want to do something a little bit out of the ordinary and just do one of my random day-to-day stuff videos and share with you something that I've been enjoying for many years, and it seems like in recent years has gained in popularity, but there are still a lot of people in my area who don't seem to know about it, and that is the snorkeling that can be had at Panama City Beach's San Andrews State Park. Now, Panama City Beach is this area through here, and the park is on the southernmost tip of Panama City Beach, and you can get in there. I think you pay a fee to get your vehicle in. It's free to park. There's a store, there are restrooms, there are places to rinse your feet off and all that kind of stuff, just like any other beach. But the snorkeling here is far better than any snorkeling you're going to do on any other beach in the Panhandle as far as I'm concerned. Now, what's made the snorkeling so good is the fact that at some point back in the day, a channel was cut through this barrier here, and they've put this rock work here to prevent erosion of the barrier, and this rock work has basically created an artificial reef, and so a lot of fish species that you would normally not find in the sandy areas of a beach you will find in this area. In fact, a lot of subtropical and tropical species move up into this area late in the summer, and you can find fish here that you would never find just out snorkeling out on the beach. Now, all of the video that you're about to see came from these two newer structures here. These haven't been here nearly as long as the original jetty, but on the day that we were snorkeling, this jetty was completely overrun with people who were trying to see the sights, and these structures over here had absolutely no one on them, and so this is where we went and snorkeled. And the fact that these structures here are in shallow enough water on this side that most any adult, even if they're not able to swim, should still be able to get out here and enjoy these. Now, when you get around to the other side, the ground does drop off fairly steep, so if you're not a good swimmer, probably best to stick to this side over here. But that's enough of that, so let's get into the video footage of what I recorded. First thing you're going to see when you get there is that the rocks have variable algae. Sometimes the algae is bright green, sometimes it's dark brown, and it really is a lot of different kinds, and it just depends on where you're looking on the structure. I shot this shoal of fish on the deeper side of one of the structures, and you can really see how much deeper the water is on this side than where the other side where you can more easily touch. You can also see that the water is not necessarily a crystal clear or a blue. Sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. It's very hit or miss. That popping and clicking sound are most likely pistol shrimp. This is a comb jelly. They were pretty common, and comb jellies don't sting, so if you see one, there's no reason to worry. But one of the things that I found is that these comb jellies were being consumed by fish. I've seen these out in the ocean several times when I've gone to the beach, and I've never seen a fish eat one. But out here on the jetties, periodically, schools of fish would attack these things mercilessly. This is a type of blenny. I'm pretty sure these are Molly Miller blennies. I saw a lot of different color variation in them. Some of them were very dark brown, some of them were spotted like this one here. Most of the time when I saw these, they were in pairs, although most of the time when I saw them, it was hard to get the camera out and film them because usually they were right on the rocks, and what little bit of wave action there was made it hard to be still and get a good video of them. Another fish you're going to see pretty commonly are these little blue damsel fishes. These little blue damsels are called Beau Gregory damsels, and they start off as juveniles with bright blue and yellow coloration, and as they get older, the blue and yellow tend to mute together a little bit like this specimen here, and as they mature out entirely, they tend to become sort of a brownish drab color, and they lose that beautiful blue coloration. If you can get yourself down to the bottom and grab hold of this plastic mesh material and hold yourself still down there, you'll find that it's way easier to enjoy the fish as compared to trying to swim around them. The fish don't seem to mind being in the water with you, but they also seem to tolerate people a whole lot more when you're being still. And once you get still enough, it only takes a second or two for some of these fish to come out and actually begin to investigate just what you are. I spotted this banded butterfly fish for just a second, but I had to go up for air, and as soon as I came back, I was not able to find him again. So I started looking through the rocks, and I did find a handful of snapper and a few other different kinds of fish. But one of the things that I found to be the most interesting was this massive crab. He may not look it in this video, but he was at least a foot wide. Another common sight were these surgeonfish. I'm not 100% sure what kind these are. In the past, I've seen Atlantic blue surgeons, but I didn't see any this time that weren't kind of gray or brown. During visits in the past, I've also seen queen angels, Townsend angels, but none of those this time. This is also the first time I've ever been when I wasn't able to spot a single sea urchin. There may have been a bunch of them over on the actual jetty wall itself, but over on the structures where I was snorkeling, I didn't see a single one. St. Andrews State Park is easily one of my favorite places to visit in the Florida Panhandle, and I wish that more beaches would add structures like this so that I could add other places to my list of places where I like to go snorkeling. So I hope you've enjoyed this bit of information about St. Andrews State Park, and if you did enjoy it, a like and a subscribe goes a long way. So until the next time I go snorkeling, this is Jason with Born Handy.